Hello there, students. My name is Kevin Shaw, and I'm here representing the Libertarian Party. I understand the entire world is being destroyed by a virus of some sort, and y'all are still doing your homework, so kudos to you for your dedication. I guess I'll make a short video. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'll try to give a little explanation about the party and my work within it. I've been a big volunteer with the Libertarian Party for many years now. I ran for state assembly in 2018 as a Libertarian. I've also served on the executive committee for the state. I was vice chair for my county, and I continue to chair my region, the San Fernando Valley. Also, I was overwhelmingly elected as a delegate to our national convention in Austin, Texas. So I'm a big Libertarian nerd. Our party is pretty interesting and unique. As far as third parties go, a lot of folks say that, third parties, that's a waste of your vote. They don't do much. But actually, the Libertarian Party has an impressive national network and ballot access in most, if not all, states in a given cycle. Libertarians are united by one key philosophical point. It's the non-aggression principle. Basically, if we're going to be really reductionist, don't hurt people, don't take their stuff. That's it. Live and let live is the central philosophical axiom of every libertarian. The unique thing about our party is instead of being, unilaterally right or left, we're kind of this mishmash of a million different kinds of people. There's folks that would personally identify as right-leaning, personally identify as left-leaning, and everything in between. I've heard it said that libertarians are fiscally responsible and socially caring. We take a lot of that small government, low taxation, minimal involvement of the government in the private life. These are principles that the Republicans claim to have but often fail to live up to. And likewise, from the Democrats, we kind of we share in a lot of this socially loving, stay out of people's business in the bedroom, stay out of a woman's choice, stay out, end the war on drugs. We have a lot of the same social policies as Democrats, but without so much of the government spending and taxation and things. So you might find that a libertarian is a pretty agreeable person depending on what circle you find them in. We kind of have something in common with everybody. Maybe not, we don't share in all the policies of any one party, but we kind of have something in common with everyone. And I think that's unique because that leaves us in a position to not be enemies. We got red team and blue team just over here beating each other up all the time. I hate you, you're wrong, nasty woman, basket of deplorables. And libertarians over here you're all wrong about some things, you're all right about some things. Can we not hate each other? Can we just work together? We're all in this together type stuff. So I definitely think the LP is a unique presence in the political field. And while folks might not be super inspired by our presidential runs, I think Gary Johnson got somewhere in the neighborhood of 3% of the country, which is a lot of people given how large the country is, but I don't think the metric for libertarian success is the presidential race. We actually do a lot of good work in our communities. Jeff Hewitt was elected, county supervisor? That might not be the right name for his title, but essentially a libertarian just got elected to a very important position in Riverside County where he manages the budget and is actually doing a lot of good work in his community. Likewise, there's elected Ls all over the country who are doing good things in their community. So there's this illusion that, the libertarians aren't achieving much. But actually, if you look at us over the years, we've been on a steady rise. So I'm definitely proud of the party in that respect. What else can I tell you to help with your project? Golly, I don't know what sort of questions you'll be asked or what you'll be what you'll be doing on your papers. I know that the last few times I spoke in class for Professor Rob, we were asked to discuss the party's position on immigration, so I'll share a little bit with you in the hopes that helps some. There's definitely been arguments in the Libertarian Party about immigration. I won't pretend that libertarians agree on anything. We often argue, and there's a lot of different viewpoints. I'll say that, tipping my hat to the other side, there are folks who definitely believe there has to be some sort of control on the border, there has to be some sort of protection, this and that. I'd say an overwhelming sentiment in the Libertarian Party right now, and indeed what our platform says, is we advocate open borders. We legitimately do not think the government has any business telling folks who may or may not come here on the basis of their country of origin. If anything, if you want to come here and work or go to school, I think you have every right to do that, far more than the government has a right to stop you. So most libertarians, I would say, in fairness, are opposed to any immigration controls, or they might support minimal border controls. But in general, yeah, we're an open borders party. It's right there in our platform. We advocate for open borders. Gosh, what are some other issues y'all might be asked to talk about? Where we stand on the drug war. End it. It's not the government's business what you put in your body. And in fact, spending $75,000 per year per inmate to lock people up for nonviolent offenses is incredibly unethical. Not only are you depriving that individual of liberty and ruining their life forever, you're charging me to do it. You're taking money out of my pocket to lock an innocent dude in a box and turn him into a career criminal. So libertarians don't favor that. The death penalty, we oppose the death penalty, or even though it might feel right that some people deserve to die, libertarians by and large do not believe the state is a moral arbiter or capable of making decisions like that. So we don't trust the state with the power to kill people. We're the only anti-war party in the game. D's and R's like to talk like they oppose war and this and that, but they all unilaterally lockstep vote to support Trump's military conquest budgets. So libertarians, to my understanding, and perhaps my colleagues in the Greens probably share in this as well, we genuinely oppose war. I don't mean we're not just paying lip service to being anti-war activists. We bring the fucking troops home. Pardon my language. Like, we do not think that American liberties are protected or made safer by an imposing U.S. presence all around the globe, military bases in every country. I think, if anything, that's a danger to my liberty. That makes people hate us and want to do violent things. That's how we're going to get more acts of terrorism in this country, is because we're out there bullying everybody and overthrowing their leaders and meddling in their shit. Like, we need to stop. Most of my adult life, and I assume many of your lives, we've been at war over things that none of us understand, invading countries that don't want us there, leaving generations of children damaged by our depleted uranium. And we are poisoning the world with our militarism, and it needs to stop. So the Libertarian Party is genuinely 100% opposed to military adventurism abroad. Golly, I don't know what else you will be asked to write on in this report. So given that I'm not going to be able to address every possible question you could have for this, I would encourage you, if you got something you want to write about, or if you're curious about the Libertarian Party, you can actually hit me up personally. Here is my card. You just give me a call. I'm kidding. I'll put my email or something so y'all can reach me, and I'd encourage you, if you got a question, just ask, because I do know a lot of stuff about the party all the way up to the national. I'm a big dork for inter-party politics, and I can tell you all kinds of stories about the sausage getting made. And if you're curious about working with the party, I'd be more than happy to get you hooked up with your local affiliate. It was pretty intimidating to get into partisan politics as an anarchist. I really didn't think there was a place for me, but the Libertarian Party is one of the most unifying movements I've ever seen, of just people from across the entire economic political spectrum who just genuinely are good folks. I've made friends that you otherwise would never see me hanging out with that are just really good people in this party. So thanks for staying studious and working hard at your projects, and thank you for listening to me babble about politics, and good luck with your projects, y'all.